Wiki, I'm the CEO of the Seattle Seahawks, and we're really happy to have you here tonight. We're actually here to celebrate someone who was special in our world. We meet a lot of people on game day, about 68,000, but there was one guy that was always special here on game day who touched a lot of lives. I walk our building on game day, and I would always see the Tuba Man, and he always had a good word. Sometimes he would tell little white lies. This year I would say to him, "Are we going to win today?" And he'd say, "Absolutely," and that didn't always come true. But he was always there for a kind word, and it is so inspiring to see that he inspired more than just our fans that came by him on game day, that he inspired an entire community. His family's here. You're going to hear from them in a moment. We're happy to have you here. We're honored to host this. There is a flag in the back, a 12th man flag, and if you've not had a chance to sign it, we encourage it, because we've invited his family to come over to our team headquarters, and we're going to fly that flag on a flagpole proudly for the rest of the season in honor of that. So thank you for coming, and our host this evening, please welcome Randy Rowland.
Good evening, friends and family of Ed the Tuba Man McMichael. Been thinking about this a lot this week, and there's no real good way to make sense of a senseless thing like the way that Ed's life ended. But that still can't stop us who possess the common human spirit from celebrating a life that made a difference. There's an ancient psalm that says, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his beloved ones." Well, certainly here in Seattle, Ed was beloved. His life was precious. It meant something. We're here tonight feeling a pain and a loss, but we're also here to celebrate and consolidate memories. So as we begin, will you join me in a brief prayer? God and Father of us all, we're hurt, angry, shocked, grieving, but through the midst of these powerful emotions, we still hear Ed's tuba. We see the funny hats. We remember the dear soul behind all the joy that Ed McMichael brought to us. So tonight, as we mourn well, help us too to remember well. We ask this all in the full power of faith and hope and love. Amen.
Thank all of you for coming out. As John said, of course, I've known Ed ever since I arrived in Seattle in 1983, but it was just, "Ed, how are you?" and kind of like, "Todd, are we going to win tonight?" But my son, who just turned 27 2 days ago, feels that Ed was a friend, that as a small boy growing up, he thought he'd known Ed his entire life, and he would always go conduct a conversation with him, and as he got older, he played the trombone, and so they had music in common. And so I said, I think it would be nice. My son now works in San Francisco, so I asked him if he would prepare some remarks to talk about his own memories of Ed, and he's done that. There's a piece of the city's innocence lost with Edward McMichael's passing, but his tireless dedication and singular eccentricity remain entrenched in the hearts and minds of all of us here tonight and throughout the city of Seattle. Tuba Man, as Seattleites lovingly referred to McMichael, reminded us all why we are fans in the first place. I can think of countless times after I'd leave Safeco Field, Quest Field, before them the Kingdome, downtrodden after a Mariners or Seahawks loss. Of course, everybody was jubilant after our wins, only to hear the strains of Chariots of Fire or Smoke on the Water coming from McMichael's tuba. No matter how somber the mood from the game, that big watery tuba never failed to bring a smile to my face and help change my focus from the sorrow of the day's result to the hope of tomorrow's yet to be decided. Because tomorrow always offered a new chance, and before now you could be sure that tomorrow, Tuba Man would be there with a song and a smile. It was just impossible to be sad while he was playing that tuba. Ed McMichael wanted only to bring mirth and cheer, to play music and entertain, and the city has lost something incredibly special.